It wasn't too long ago when Snoop Dogg did a music video mocking then President elect Donald Trump during his first term. And the music video was called Lavender. And in the video, he had Michael Rappaport, who was portraying Donald Trump in clown makeup. And at the end of the music video, he shoots Donald Trump with a clown gun with the flag in it, and it goes bang and whatnot. So I remember that music video very clearly. And Snoop Dogg at that point in time, he was very anti-Trump. Fast forward to now, and Snoop Dogg has an entirely different tune. But I'm not surprised really, because before Donald Trump had aspirations for running for office, Snoop Dogg was at the roast for Donald Trump and whatnot. So he was in those circles and everything like that. But now he's back to, being cool with Trump and whatnot. And I seen tons of commentaries on my timeline about this whole thing. Most notably, Doggy Diamonds, who I'm very disappointed in. He called everybody hypocrites and everything for their stance on Snoop Dogg. And, I'm not surprised where Doggy Diamond stands at, because he's a closet Donald Trump supporter and foundational Black American Kool-Aid drinker and everything, and Tariq Nasheed follower. So I'm not really surprised at this when it comes to Doggy Diamond's stance on this whole thing. But yeah, I mean, there's just one thing that nobody is really discussing as far as Snoop Dogg's stance on Donald Trump and why he's performing at this inaugural ball or inaugural related event for Trump. And it's very simple as to why he's supporting him. Harry O. For those of you who don't know who Harry O is, at one point in time he was a LA kingpin. He was a drug lord that was associated or affiliated with the cartel. I'm not sure which cartel it was. I'm not sure if he was getting his work from the Colombians or the Mexicans, but yeah, he was very tight with the cartel. And at some point, he decided to go legit and do theater productions. And one of his most notable contributions to the performing arts was Denzel Washington, giving Denzel Washington his shot at an off-Broadway play. He has a picture with Denzel Washington when he was starting out and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, Harry O, he had dreams and aspirations of going legit and doing legit things with his drug money and all that other stuff. And one of the legit things he did want to do was he was going to start a company called Godfather Entertainment. And underneath that company was going to be Death Row Records. And for a time, him and Suge were cool. So reportedly, Michael Harry O. Harris, he contributed some of the seed money to start Death Row. And things were going good for Michael Harry O. Harris and Suge Knight for a time until the two fell out. Now, it wasn't known at the time as to why they fell out, but at some point, Suge stopped answering his phone calls. But, in current times, it was revealed that Harry O was an informant, which was why Suge Knight decided that he was no longer going to associate with him, because Suge Knight isn't really down with snitches. It's a shame in Suge Knight's case, because I'm sure if he informed or told, he could be home right now and whatnot. But that's a whole other story for a whole other commentary. Let's get back to this. So yeah, Donald Trump, he pardoned Harry O. And at the time when Donald Trump pardoned Harry O, I didn't think Harry O was a supporter for Trump. I didn't think anyone that gets pardoned by a departing president is obligated to be a supporter of that president. But I guess I was wrong in this case because Harry O, he ended up speaking at Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden. The same rally where that comedian made that joke about about Puerto Rico and referring to it as a landfill and all that other stuff. Yeah, that rally. So, Michael Harry O. Harris, since he got out of prison, he's been associated with Snoop Dogg, especially particularly in the operation of the new Death Row Records because Snoop Dogg now owns Death Row Records and they're supposedly gearing up to come out with some new projects soon. I think they're gonna have a Death Row Films division there as well as the record label. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, if you connect the dots to all this, Snoop Dogg is doing this because his boy Harry O is a supporter of Donald Trump. And this is just my drive-by knowledge as far as Harry O and why he's supporting Donald Trump. It has much to do with some of his community-based initiatives and whatnot, what they can do for the black community, but that has yet to be seen really in my end. And I know some other people want to support him because the First Step Act, which got Harry O out, because he was locked down for drug charges and whatnot. But the First Step Act isn't just about black folks, really. It's about inmates, period. So when I think about all these different plans and initiatives, they're not exclusively just about black folks. But I understand with a person like a Harry O and Snoop Dogg, it's about what Donald Trump can do for their pockets, not what they can do for the black community. Because if I'm a gambling man, I don't think Donald Trump is going to do jack for the black community. I think when it comes to the blacks, as he says, he's going to say, well, you know something? I had Snoop Dogg, I had Nelly, I had Rick Ross performing at my event. I did a lot for the blacks this time. I got Harry O out of prison. I pardoned the blacks. I hang out with the and some there's gonna be some dumb ass black people, particularly on YouTube and other parts of social media that are gonna gobble that up like pigs at a trough because y'all are stupid, y'all don't do research, y'all just go with surface level things instead of doing your homework on everything. But I understand, you guys just want to go with what's trendy and what's controversial just for controversy's sake. So I get it. But yeah, I mean, Donald Trump and Snoop Dogg, if I think about it, I'm not surprised because, Snoop Dogg, he reversed his decision when it came to Kobe Bryant and what the question that Gail King asked that WNBA player whose name escapes me at the moment about Kobe Bryant and everything. So Snoop Dogg, he ain't really about that life. Yeah, when it comes to gangster and being gangsters in front of other black men, yeah, you can do that. But when it comes to being standing your ground with a Gail King who was backed by Susan Rice and everything like that, and when it comes to standing up for what's right and your principles about Trump, you're a no-show. So this all doesn't surprise me because I understand it's about a bag at the end of the day, and it's about maintaining your relationship, and you didn't want to screw up your relationship with Michael Harrio Harris. I get that. I'm not sure how much money he has invested or you have invested in all this, and I understand you didn't want to screw that up. But at some point, you guys are gonna have to make a stand and do what's right. But I understand you. This is just your collective middle finger at the black community and your fans. I get it. Will I continue to listen to a Snoop Dogg? Well, it depends on whether the radio's on or something like that, but I probably won't listen to him on my own accord or whatnot. So the radio has to be on, or I have to be in an environment where Snoop Dogg's song is on. Best believe some DJs are still going to play him because, he did make some great hits. But there are a lot of people, as far as artists, that compromise regarding Donald Trump. I mean, you have the Village People. The Village People at one point they were anti Donald Trump. They didn't wish for Donald Trump to use YMCA at their rallies, but I guess Donald Trump gave them a nice bag because now they're performing. Now they're like, well, our music is for all fans. We want to perform and to people that are Village People fans and particularly part of the gay community and everything, I would boycott the Village People. I wouldn't play none of their songs at a wedding or anywhere, really, because they showed you how they feel about y'all. So, I mean, I went far too long on this commentary as I should. So, audience, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment box. This is Iron Will Media.